So every Thursday, guys, I do like a stream with viewers pretty much. I bring them in, we do some stuff together, whether it's Iron Banner, but a lot of Iron Banner stuff's been going on this week, you know, doing it with viewers and stuff. And I don't know about you guys, man, Banner kind of gets old. Once I get rank 5, I'm like, all right, I got the distant star. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm out of here, man. But I wanted to talk about what we're doing right here. Now, this is probably really weird what you're seeing. This is 4v4 elimination. I wanted to simulate what we possibly might be looking like in Destiny 2 with Trials of Osiris. Trials of Osiris is supposed to be going to 4v4 in D2. And I can tell you right now, it was so funny because I was talking to them about it last night. The guy who announced, I'm trying to remember his name, but he was the one who announced that all play types were going to 4v4 at the reveal. He said it, and I remember he said it, and the entire room was like crickets. I heard like one guy in there clapping, right? And he said it, and I think he was expecting like a standing ovation. I think he was expecting a lot of people to be really excited about that. And I think those guys have been paying attention to the sweaty community. They've been paying attention to what all the tournaments have been held in, and they have been seeing that a lot of those were 4v4. And I think they wanted to see that same amplitude from the crowd right there, that yes, we're going in the right direction of 4v4. Now, I'm not to say that 4v4 isn't the right direction. I do believe that a lot of play types are appreciated. I like to play you know, Rumble. I like to play Skirmish. I also love to play things like 6s and even bigger than that. I would love something like an 8v8 at some point. I know that's chaotic and crazy, but that's the whole point of playing those big team things. Now, I can tell you right now, 4v4, the first thing I noticed from the group that I was with was that immediately they seemed to forget that we were playing elimination. It was almost like adding that one element, that one other person made them think that, hey, this is just like regular Crucible, like regular Clash or something. And they all performed very well. And that's something that I try to tell people when they do Trials of Osiris with me and Gamer or whoever, Kuj and I on the weekends. And it's always like, hey man, you know, play conservatively, but don't forget that this is just like every other Crucible game you've ever been in. Just play like it's just another Clash game or another Control game. And it's amazing how well they play when they go, oh, it's just another PvP game, and these are just people in front of me who can die as long as I just shoot them. And so essentially that's what we got last night. In order to really level out the field, I took away some things. I said, all right, no sticky grenades, you know, no icebreaker, no sidearms, and auto rifles only. And so that seemed to bring a level of enjoyment as well. So the question still remains, is 4v4 Trials of Osiris the direction to go? Now, granted, guys, this is not D2 gameplay, and this is just purely speculation based on 4v4 Elim here in Destiny 1. I would say 4v4 Trials of Osiris is a neat idea, and it's something that's going to be very interesting, not from, I guess, the perspective of someone that does, you know, maybe stack runs every week. I think they're whatever. But from a casual standpoint, I feel like they enjoy it more. And that may tend to wear off at time. They might be just enjoying it now, just like last night, the guys that don't even play Destiny that much anymore. I had Nuke join us. He hasn't played Destiny in a long time. And some of the other casual guys, you know, they enjoyed it a lot last night. They said that that was the most fun they've had in Destiny in such a long time. But that may tend to wear off once they get into Trials of Osiris and a number of games going 4v4 with people. That may eventually wane. But as of right now, they really liked it. They really enjoyed it. Now, me personally, 4v4 has been something that I've been curious about, but I don't know if that's necessarily the right direction to go. I can tell you from a Sherpa standpoint, double carries are almost impossible to do these days. I can only imagine what a triple carry would be like. That would be hell. But at the same time, can you imagine running against a team of 4 that are stacked? You know, that would be a bitch in all in itself. And so I don't really know, other than that last night I had a very fun time. But I don't know if that's purely responsible based on it being 4v4 or it being the fact that I set up things like no sticky grenades and no sidearms as parameters, and suddenly it was extremely fun. You know, those little things like that tend to really allow you to go in there and play as a team and play as a unit. And all of those things, by the way, are going to be very apparent in D2. If you watch any of the Destiny 2 gameplay, I can tell you right now, playing as a team is so vitally important in what's coming in Destiny 2 that even though this is Destiny 1 gameplay right here, I felt like this was a very accurate simulation to what we're looking at in terms of sticky grenades not really being that relevant. I think it's still going to be there, but they're not going to be one-hit killing. You know, ability spams are not that crazy, and so I think team shot and stuff like that are going to be really big, and that is why we were attaching things like auto rifles last night. Well, guys, that's my thoughts on it, man. I'm excited. I'm open to a lot of things in Destiny. I'm always open for changes to see how they're gonna pan out. I know a lot of people are really worried about 4v4, and I'm not trying to get into that, but I will conclude this video with one thing. Destiny is not a static thing. So how D2 will be when it launches, it's not necessarily something that's going to stay, guys. Remember, there was a lot of playlists that are currently here in Destiny that were never here on D1's launches. A lot of things have changed since then. And so don't expect things to just stay 4v4 for the rest of eternity. I look to see, you know, 6v6 being thrown in somewhere down the road. Maybe some other game lists, game types be thrown in. So don't think things in Destiny are just static. It is ever evolving, ever changing, and who's to say that things won't be thrown in here, especially in Crucible playlists throughout Destiny's life. Guys, as always, thank you so much for coming and watching this video. If you enjoyed this, definitely hit that thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys later.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.